Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides for what you don't see coming. What is going on around you for love? What's next in love? Maybe any surprises that spirit has for us. This is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome in any of my videos. So let's call in our guides. Let's see what we have. Let's see what our cards are saying. And welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you with loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Life is a gift. Absolutely. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. You know, as I get older, it keeps turning into more of I want more quiet in my life, and not only because that's who I am and it's important for me to have a quiet mind to do what I do. But I just appreciate things more when I'm in a quiet space. I can hear things. I can feel things. I notice things on a smaller level, the sound of a bird, the wind, anything. So yeah, life is a gift. And I think we're so busy sometimes that we forget that. So take a moment and you know, think about how special you are and think about how amazing the energy that's around you is and all that life has to offer, with or without the person that you're thinking of in your life or all your dreams coming true just yet. So we have so much to be grateful for. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have healthy choices, self-love, being happier. That could be something that you're just working on right now, like you've recommitted to it. I just have been, you know, on this kind of mission to be healthy. A sword and a rose, clarity and truth, honor and protection, determination. I feel like I'm searching for who I am, and you could have been going through this for a while, so that I can invite somebody into my life that works with that. Because if they're not in alignment with me, if they don't like the things I like to do or believe in the things I believe in or have the same kind of morals or values, we're not going to be a match. So the more that you know about yourself, the better. I have a shock, a sudden change, a surprise, an epiphany. Okay. I'm just going to grab the word shock because some of us manifest for so long to meet this new person or the right person that when it happens, we're shocked. And it's like, well, why are you shocked? You've been manifesting this. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been hoping for. So it's more that kind of a feeling. Like, I just can't believe it's here. I'm shocked. I'm shocked because it's here. There's a sense of it's here. So let's go with that for a second, because maybe bottom of the deck, I have Cupid's arrow and a date. Okay, so is Cupid's arrow striking? Getting out there, meeting somebody. Somebody sets a date. Somebody on your mind. Somebody you've been waiting. It was almost a sense of I've been waiting for them to call. Okay, and they do. Okay, they set a date. They make it official. You know, this is an official date. We definitely are going to meet. Dating online. Maybe we've been chatting for a little while and it's somebody I'm interested in. We've been, you know, hitting it off, you know, with the chats, but we definitely want to get to know each other in person, an in-person meeting. I have a 10 of Wands. Maybe we've had a lot on our plate. We haven't had a chance to figure out a time that works. I have a 9 of Swords. I have a King of Pentacles. And I have a 7 of Swords. So I definitely have some worry. I'm going to put the worry and the fear in the category of I just don't know what I'm getting into. And change is hard. It doesn't mean necessarily like this person is a liar or this person is going to hurt you. I feel like it's just I don't know what I'm getting into. And I'm always risking that everything they've told me up until this point has been BS. Even though I'm interested in them, but you are smarter than that is how I feel. You know, you've got your, I'm going to say your BS radar is activated. Okay. So that tells me that you're good at figuring out if somebody's real or not. Okay. They could be a little bit of a bragger, and maybe that's making you have some red flags because maybe, you know, they're working all the time. They're making all kinds of money. They're successful. They're this, they're that. Sometimes people in the beginning, because they're trying to eliminate the competition, they come forward with this like spreadsheet of, look at how great I am. And part of that is, this is how much money I make. And it's a turnoff. It's a total turnoff. I mean, yeah, you want somebody to have a job. You want somebody to be financially independent and secure, but you don't need to know their annual salary in the beginning. You don't need to know their net worth, okay? And sometimes people feel like they put that out there because they think that the person who wants to date them is attracted to that somehow. So maybe you've got some of that happening. I would put it in the love bombing energy. Just tell them that that's not something that you want to talk about. You know, we're not there yet. I'm not really interested in talking about finances with you. So we don't have to talk about that, but it could be causing a little BS radar. I have a 3 of Wands. I have a King of Cups. I have a Knight of Swords. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this person is trying to move this forward pretty quickly. And they're saying they're a little bit, I don't want to say aggressive because that makes them sound like they're coming on, but they're coming on strong. They're going to be coming on strong. It could be the type of personality that they are. They're used to getting what they want, or they just want to know one way or another. Are you going to be interested in them? But I will say that they're not going to be hesitant to kind of go for it. All right. Because they're looking for somebody to have a relationship with and share a future with. So they're going to either find out in a very short period of time if that's something that you want. And if they're coming on strong and you're not interested, then they're going to move on to somebody else because they're looking for somebody to be in a relationship with, is how it feels. Maybe you have to slow them down a little bit. Maybe you'll have to, I don't know, find a middle ground where we're not going too fast, we're not going too slow. We are interested in each other, but let's just, you know, figure this out as adults. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of attraction for sure. I also like the Wheel of Fortune because I feel like this person's been put in your life for a reason, and you want to give this person a real chance. I feel like you've already said to yourself, I do want to give this a chance. I do want to see if this person is real. So there's something about this person that you're very interested in. Bottom of the deck, I have an Ace of Wands, I have a Lovers, and I have a Sun. So you could be feeling that, you know, this is definitely something that could turn into something more. I feel like it's a fast moving energy. So get ready for that. And maybe that turns you off. Maybe that scares you. Maybe you love it. But it is going to be fast moving. And there's no race to the finish line. If you're supposed to be together, you'll be together. But I think this person just wants to eliminate somebody that's wasting their time. Like if you're really not interested in them, then they just want to find out right up front. You know, if you're really not going to be interested in them, or you don't see what they're seeing in you, then they'll just move on to date somebody else. But I do feel like you're giving this person a real chance. So let's stick with that for a minute. Maybe it's the best. It could be really great with this Lover's card. I have a snake, temptation. Yeah, there's a part of you that your BS radar is up. Maybe you've been there, done that. Could be as simple as that. You know what? I've been tricked one too many times. I've just met too many snakes in my day. And, you know, I'm just going to take it slow. And I'm going to see, you know, if you can't go at my pace, then you're not my person. So there could be a part of you that's saying that as well. I don't want to regret. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I don't want to be with somebody physically and then wake up in the morning and go, what did I just do? You know, so I'm not going to rush into something. I have music. This person could be connected to music. I have friends. Maybe we have mutual friends that introduced us. So maybe there's some comfort level there. Maybe I want to meet your friends so that I get a sense of, you know, if the things that you've been telling me are real or not, I can tell. So if I can meet some of your friends, then I know that you're a real person. That always helps. I have travel. I want to get away. I want to go away with you. They're saying promises, and maybe that's a red flag to you. There's a love bomby energy to this, unfortunately. There's a sense of, look at me, I'm a shining star. Look at how much money I have. Look at all these things. And then there's a sense of like promises, like we're going to travel, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And maybe there's people out there that they've dated in the past that just love that stuff and eat that stuff up and buy me things and take me places. And but is that genuine and is that real? No. And maybe that's why they're attracted to you, because you're kind of turned off by that. So they're going, huh, you know, when I say these things, you know, they're not jumping at it. Your attitude could be, yeah, that would be nice someday, you know, if we're still together, you know, that would be great. But I'm not going to be with you because you're promising me to travel the world someday, you know, like that's not why I'm going to sign up. So there's a little bit of a kind of cool it, calm down energy. I have partying, social gatherings. I want to see what you're like with my friends. Maybe you invite them somewhere and you want to see how they interact with other people. You want to see if your friends are seeing some of these things and think it's weird too, or whether they're just trying to love bomb you, to catch you and to, you know, have you fall for them somehow. But I feel like you have to say something to this person that, you know, like, just be yourself. You know what? Those things do not impress me. That is not why I want to be with you. I'm single. I'm lonely. I do want to be with you. Okay. I do want to be with someone, but I'm not desperate is really what I need you to know. So when somebody's coming on that strong or that fast and with all that kind of material world offerings, they do feel finances. Yeah, finances. They do make you feel like they're desperate. And that's not an attractive trait in somebody. So you may say to them, you know what, I really like you, but just, I don't know, stop talking about this other stuff. You know, like it's not necessary. So sometimes people do it because they're nervous. I know that sounds weird, but they're nervous. They really, really like you. They want you to like them. So it's a little bit of bragging. It's a little bit of I'm conceited because I think that you'll like that about me. I have a Fool. I do feel like you're going to give this person a chance. I think maybe this person will calm down. I have a Wheel of Fortune again. So yeah, there's a part of me, I have a Temperance. There's the calming down. Maybe you calm them down. Maybe you're able to say, just be real. Okay. Just cool it. And you don't have to impress me. You don't have to spill your net worth. Like I said, you don't have to make promises that someday we're going to do this and this and this. We don't know that, but it's a feeling of, you know, I like you for you when you are acting genuine. I like you for you when you are just be yourself is really how it's coming into me. I have a Knight of Presents, and I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords, and I have the World at the bottom of my deck. I feel like this person just is putting a lot of thought and energy into what would it take for you to want to be in a long-term relationship with me, or can we make this work? Are you the type of person that I can really start something with? I just feel like they're just putting a lot of energy into it. So maybe they see something in you they really, really want, and they're just overblowing it. They're over, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, you know, they just see like you're something that I want, and it is a love bomby energy. It is. So sometimes you like it because you're really into that person. And then other times it's a turnoff. And if it's a turnoff to you, then you need to tell them, like, you know, this isn't what I need from you. Just, you know, let's just be friends and hang out and have a good time. Spirit, please share with me. I think they're excited about you. I do. I think that they're just overdoing it, is how I wanted to say it a minute ago. Listen to your heart. Do you feel like this person is going to calm down someday? Do you feel like this person's going to act normal someday? Or that when, you know, we're over this kind of it's only in the very, very early stages. It's only in like the first couple of dates. And you kind of question, like, is this person a bragger? Is this person very materialistic? I think they're just trying to prove to you, they have like, here's my resume. Don't you want to date me? And I think a lot of people do that. I do. And I don't know why, but they do. And so they're saying, listen to your heart. Is this somebody that you see other qualities in? A Fool card. I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready to see where this goes. Do you even see me that way? Do you even see a relationship with me? Again, this person's trying to figure out in a very short period of time, do you want to be in a relationship with them? Because they don't want to waste their time. They want to date somebody, you know, for a little while and see, is it going to be something? Otherwise, they're going to move on to somebody else because they really want to be in a relationship. So they're trying to find somebody that you want the same thing. Do you see me as somebody that you could be in a relationship with? And I feel like that's why they're trying so hard. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? A little bit of a, will you stay the night? So maybe that's the crossover point. Maybe we're intimate and he or she calms down. Maybe they start to act, you know, just more kind of normal. But sometimes that intimacy or crossing that line, you know, the real person comes out. So maybe that's they kind of, I don't know, the nervousness goes away. An Ace of Cups. I feel like the feelings are coming to the surface. I feel that this person probably has feelings for you very easily, very, very soon. They are coming on fast. They are coming on strong for multiple reasons. They're making little mistakes, Spirit saying that they're human. And they're not harmful mistakes. Maybe we're both overanalyzing things, but I do feel like you're going to give this person a fair chance, and I do feel like they're going to calm down. I just dream and wish for everything. This person wants everything. And maybe they have a lot already. Maybe they do. Maybe they are wealthy. Maybe they can travel the world. Maybe they are very successful and they want you to know that. But they want it all. They want a relationship. They want somebody to share that with. They don't want to be alone anymore is a big thing. So, sometimes we're all looking for that complete pie, and sometimes it comes across as desperate on either side, because we just want it to work. We just want to find that person that works. But I do feel honestly that we're going to give this a fair try. So that is definitely something that maybe you weren't expecting. Maybe you usually push this kind of energy away and just go, ooh, but I think you see more in this person than the surface, if that makes sense. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I'm going to say there's going to be a day that this love bomber wins your heart. Believe it or not. It's a part of me that says, all this love bombing actually pays off for them at some point. So we're going to do it that way. If you're new here, hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you want to leave a comment, thank you. I appreciate that. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel for some additional types of readings. And I hope you enjoyed your reading today. And I'm curious as to where this connection is going to go. But we'll put it out to the universe and we'll see what happens. Take care, everybody. We'll see you again soon.